Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate and welcome back to Factorio. Now I have to apologize because I kind of screwed up recording the last episode, and as such I don't have it, but I have done some stuff. So I'm going to whiz you through what those things are, what those things were, before we crack on with the rest of this episode. So the first thing that I did in the last episode was I sorted out these, this alarm, and added in some more steam. I don't think I told you guys about that in the last episode. So I added in some steam and I sorted out an extra row of these wonderful steam generators here. So now this thing is powered by solar. It's on its own little network. It won't run out of power if the power stations stop. So that was the kind of problem with this alarm. The alarm would stop if the power stations ran out of power, which would be a bit pointless for an alarm about our power, right? So yeah, that's fixed. What else has been going on? Quite a few other things, so let me zip down here. First of all, I've installed a mod as well, or not first of all, next thing I've installed a mod, the upgrade planner, so I can upgrade belts. Where's an example? Where's some yellow belt? If I come over here and just drag this, bloop, gets upgraded out of my inventory. I really hate relaying belts, changing from yellow to red and red to blue and all that stuff, so that pretty much solves that problem, which is very nice little mod. Down here, all the way down here, we are now producing electric motors. Pretty simple kind of layout. You've seen this before. So yes, it takes lubricant in, it takes motors and circuits, and out it spits electric motors, and they all go down this pipe here. Over here, we're also starting to make drone parts, or drone frames. We're making quite a lot of them, in fact. And as you can see, I brought belts of stuff in. They need 4 different things, so 2 belts coming in for each row of these, and then a kind of a messy bit of spaghetti here to get the drone frames over here. And over here the drone frames are going into factories, and these are wired up to make 2 different types of drones, the construction drones and the logistics drones. So this is wired up so that it will only make drones if there are less than 500 in the network, and I am carrying some, and there are a bunch of others in the network, and really 500. Maybe we'll make it a bit more. Maybe I'll put that up to like 700. And then it's going to start working again. That seems more than enough drones, I'll be perfectly frank. Over here, this is making as many drones as it can, but it's kind of stymied by availability of red chips. So there are approximately, 800 going on 900 logistics drones in the network, which is pretty great. Yeah, so that's worked quite well. Yeah, it's ticking along, but we are suffering a bit of a overall resource shortage, which is a bit of a shame. And we'll have to sort that out pretty promptly. So also over here we've got blue chips running. Again, a very simple system. I've brought in the green and red chips on 2 belts, and I've done that so that if I need to I can expand this line near infinitely, or at least as far as is required, and that way I can really ramp up the blue belt or blue chip production. Likewise, it's coming out here on separate belts, and we're producing 2 over here because you might need a lot of blue chips in the future. I certainly know we need more red and green over here, but that's a problem for when we have more resources. I'm also starting to make purple science, and I came up with this little ingenious, was it electric? No, not electric, steel forge manufacturing thing. So, or it is electric, you're right. So what happens is we've got these 3 belts coming in like this, and this way I can basically just increasingly grow the electric furnace production as much as I want, and likewise I can grow out the purple science as much as I want without hitting any kind of weird bottlenecks. Problem is, we're just very short on whatever it is that it needs. Red chips. We're very short on red chips. We're short on red because we're short on green, and we're short on green because we're short on copper. And we're going to have to, we're going to have to fix that all very soon. So I think that brings you up to speed pretty much with everything that's gone on in the last episode that you missed. Sorry about that. And there was a bunch of science as well. So one of the things I did was make modular armor, and filled it pretty much with solar panels, a couple of batteries, and the drone ports for our own personal drones, and an electro sort of exoskeleton to make me run faster. I'm generally finding I'm keeping up with the power demands of that. It's not too bad. Not ideal, but not too bad. And yeah, the next job in this episode is to crack on and make some changes around here. I need to crack on and get a whole bunch more production going, because otherwise things are just going to get a bit nasty. To do that, I need to clear... what do I need? I need to clear all of these guys over here. All of these annoying biters need to be got rid of. And the simplest way to do that is with a tank, which I have in my inventory. But what I don't have are tank shells. And that's going to be a bit fiddly to make myself. So what I'm going to do is put in an explosives factory attached to this line, because it needs water, fuel, it needs coal and plastic. So everything's basically pretty close. It also needs steel, which I can steal a little bit of. Probably I might just steal it straight off the bus, because I like things to be consistent. However, as you can see, this is all a little bit in the way of our green chip factory, as is this lot. But that's why I'm not going to even do any research unless there's anything I really, really want. Can't get that. Just having a quick look. I don't want to spend resources, basically. No. Rocket damage. No. Cannon damage. No, I think I can hold off on all of those. I would like to do that. Actually, that's the only one I do actually really want, is speed for the robots. But for now, what I'm going to do is just pick up this entire factory up to... We'll go with that. Yeah, we're just going to call that plastics. And we're going to clear those icons and put in... Nah, where are you? I'm sure I'm just skipping past stuff. Cool, so stick that in my inventory. Meanwhile, I want you, beautiful drones, to just pick... Where is it? There's my thing. I want you to pick all of this up. Just make it gone. Yoink. Oh, look at all of them. Zwoomph. They're just flying out of the drone port. And unfortunately, they're going to take away all those beautiful resources, and I'm not going to get them back. Not until they... Look at all of that. At least not until they come back and fill in my standing orders for an absolute ton of parts. Oh my gosh. I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'm telling them to deliver me those. Do I need anything else? I mean, I might just make that 20 just to make sure everything is available. Okay, are you guys done yet? You're still going? Okay, pick up those, pick up those. And I think we'll just clear that pipe. And that one. Alright, you gonna do it? You're very busy, I know. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait, maybe I'll speed this bit up a second. Okay, they have finally caught up and cleared everything, which means I can grab my blueprint wherever it is. There it is. So, what even came in on that? What came in? Plastic. No, coal came in, plastic came out. So, I'm kind of inclined to just put it, like, where would be the lineup thing? You know, I'm kind of inclined to put it there, just because we will have actually even further up here, and then I could squeeze the sort of explosives production in here. Like, there's no need to be stingy with space. We have actually done not too bad, and I want to avoid this guy though. We've done okay in planning out space. So that. Fly, my minions. Blah, 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 blah. I love that sound. That's the sound of me not having to do anything at all. They're doing it all for me. I just have to run around and say, do it faster. Okay, they're charging, they're getting in. That's why you want lots of roboports. Oh my god, here come the cavalry. Bonk, 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 bonk. Beautiful. That truly is quite a nice sight, I must admit. I will run the cables appropriately. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to get to. So that means going like, that's not the cables, conveyor belts. I'm really suffering today. Brain is not 100% engaged. Oh, and I found out something very interesting today as well. And I'll take the plastic down. And that is that Fallout 4 has conveyor belts. I was almost tempted to do something with it, but then I saw that the mod and well, there's a mod for it as well as an actual official expansion, are like 2 years old, and no one was really that big of a fan of it. Like, it just didn't. Well, I mean, some people were. I think Robaz did some funny videos because, you know, it's Robaz. He could make cooking toast funny, but the rest of the world didn't seem to do much with it at all, which is a little bit disappointing. It didn't really go anywhere. Oh yeah, here we go. What am I doing? There. And probably one... Yeah, there we go. So that's full. Feels weird. Like, are they actually working properly? I think it's just the weird rotation of the yeah, it's the weird rotation of the buildings I'm not used to. There we go. Why am I not seeing... There's no petroleum in there. Oh, that's why. There's no petroleum in there, so... I don't know why that is. It's unusual. Let's travel up here. Where is all my... Petroleum is low because... It's actually a little bit unclear why petroleum is low. I suspect it's because... Yeah, everything's low. Yes, so that is why we need to absolutely get a hurry on, because we're just not getting enough petroleum in, which is why we're seeing this massive backlog. So, right, let's get on with it. Explosives. Let's try and be quick here, Tiny Pirate. Explosives need sulfur, water, and coal. So, coal, sulfur we're going to direct insert, water's nearby. Sulfur needs water and petroleum, which we have as well, and the sulfur doesn't take very long. The explosives take a teensy bit longer. That's 1 second. So what I want to do... Wow, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. That's why we want to get on with this, because we got biters and we got resource problems. So we're filling down along here, I think would be good. Now, it's going to be a chemical plant. No, the explosives are going to be one of these. So it's going to be something like that. Make me... No, it's not. Always forget which way around it is. So let's make some explosives. Yes, make explosives. I know, you need all of those things. So we're going to give you an arm for that. Water we're going to bring in from over there. And take it like that. And I think this is going to be pretty easy. We've given ourselves plenty of room, and that does make a massive difference. And then what we want is R is at least... I'm going to say 2 chemical plants. That's pretty easy as well. And we could probably, if we actually had some pipes and stuff, everything would be a lot better. So let's just wait for the game to catch up. Bring me pipes, game. Well, everything caught up and I now have a bunch of resources again, so that is excellent news. And what I actually want to do here is, where are we? This feels a touch untidy. Oh, almost piped in the wrong thing. So this needs to be my petroleum that goes like this, we'll say. And we'll sort that out right present. And okay, petroleum. Yeah, oh no, yes. This is going to be water, and if I just, I'm just trying to think how to do it really cleanly. I don't think I can do it really cleanly. It's just going to be like this. So that's fine. I'm not even sure I can power it really cleanly. So, okay, well, we can take the stack inserters though and go like this. And we can power, I think, almost everything like that. And we'll output explosives sideways. Oh, we need to give you one more pipe. Okay. It's going to be slow because we have so many demands on us, which kind of sucks. So just tidy up that corner. That's going that way. Happy, happy. And they have made some explosives, which is fine. I'm actually surprised you haven't put any more in. I guess because we're a bit low, it hasn't taken it. So, okay, that's fine. Right. Artillery shells. They require explosives, plastic, and was it steel, wasn't it? So, let me have a little think. We can definitely punch out the explosives, which means bringing steel in all the way across the bus. I'm really torn. I'll be frank. I am torn just because it seems less tidy that way. However, I do like my bus, you know. You got to keep the bus, keep honest, keep the faith with your bus. That's my motto. There's words to live by. And we're starting to produce a lot less. Yeah, that works. We're starting to produce except for the part where I have to go. Oh, that's so annoying. Do I go down a little bit? Yeah, I think we do. We have to. And apparently we have to cut off the entire base just with one measly power pole. There we go. So yeah, we're going to bring stuff in this way. It's not the tidiest in the world, but it will do for now. And we'll take this bit under there and a splitter and take some of the steel off. There does seem to be some demand on the steel. It's not backing up, which is a shame. But yeah, that's alright. That's just life. Okay, we're going to waste a whole lot of steel traveling all the way along this ridiculously long path. And then it's going to come through here just because I don't want to go around. And we're going to make the shells. It makes it, I think, in a normal factory. You are going to output your stuff like this. And you'll use the old stack inserter. So why don't you just come sit over here, tiny power pole. Zoink. Tons of explosives coming out. How do... You know what? We'll put this a bit further down the line. And what we will do is merge these two in a clever way, which I haven't come up with yet. Perhaps we'll go like this. And then... this one will go like this and cross under. I mean, yeah, okay, it looks a bit lame. What's going on? Whoa, okay, they've taken some damage. Don't worry, we've got drones out there doing repairs. Good, so then we'll bring... Actually, how big is the factory in the end? It needs plastic, but what it actually also needs is for this lot here to essentially be underground so that our factory can more easily reach the plastic. And we can just run maybe a couple of factories, which would need to go one over. Very annoying. And this is a bit spaghetti. This is a bit spaghetti, and I've sworn to try and be tidy. However, that, you know, we've got needs, basically. And our need is to produce a lot of explosives. A lot. Okay, you guys make shells. Tiny parrot, you monkey. You've only got... Gosh. I think I can do a bit. No, what am I doing? Oh, I don't need that there. I'm so silly. I'm just totally in a doze. Just go like that, and then it'll wrap around itself. Or I could have... Yeah, you know what? It would look a lot cleaner if I went this way. Oh, in fact... I mean, it kind of side loads, but that's fine. What are you complaining about? There's not enough... Oh, that's right. Then what I want you to do is to output, and I'm actually going to tell you to output to a belt that we're going to run. Of course we're not going to run it anywhere. We're going to run it maybe just like that. Oh gosh, I swear I am going to go completely mental. What if we ran it to belts that went over here? Yeah, that'll work. Not the prettiest, but it will do the job. And then we just come down like this, for example, and we'll pick up all the stuff somewhere here, because actually what we want to do is just, yeah, we're just going to go like that. Oh, that is some ugly spaghetti, tiny pirate. You should be ashamed of yourself. We are within range, good. So please feel free to tell me that that is the most disgusting pile of spaghetti you have ever seen in your life. I would be quite okay with that. Now, I want to build a train before I forget. I want to build 4 carriages before I forget. What else do I want? I can cancel that, and then what I want is artillery shells, 200. Yes, there's 12. Let me have a little look. Is that ugly? That is ugly. That's really ugly. I could have used like long-handed inserters maybe. What's the build time? I'm going to use long-handed inserters. I just can't abide how just nasty this piece of work is. So we'll tear this up and fix it. And I'm going to build a few... Well, what I'm going to build... I'm going to wait for my cannon shells to build up. I need a couple hundred before we go and smash all of the baddies. Because they're bad. They need to be smashed. It's how the world works, right? Well, I think we have enough ammunition to make a go of it. So, I don't know, what is that, 68? That seems fine. So let's pop the old tank down, get in this bad boy, and load it up with tank rounds, coal, get in it. Oh, we should let this little logistics drone go. Where are you? Get out of here. So now I've got the hotkeys set up, so I can just shoot stuff. And we've already researched a couple of upgrades on the ammunition and what have you. So it should make it pretty potent, and it shouldn't be too long before we've cleared out these biter nests nearby. So I'll show you what that's like. And yeah, you take that. Yeah, just die. I must be short of repair drones. Let me have, and repair packs. Oh, no, 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 no. Cancel that. Repair packs, that's what I want. Repair packs mean that my drones, you just may have just seen it there, he's going to fly out, or they're going to fly out, and they're going to do little repairs on me on the trot, which is awesome. So, yeah, take these out. That's some big biters, wow. And I can just go through the trees without caring. Take these guys out, a couple of shots. And then just take out these guys behind me. Easy, relatively peasy. And the last ones. One more. Awesome. That is brilliant. That's them taken out. So next beautiful pile of the old biters. These guys in the middle, they're the ones that I hate the most. But one hit right now, one direct hit, and they're down. Wow, that is nicely upgraded. And you will lose a few drones as you do this, I find, but, you know, construction drones are pretty easy and cheap. I'm going to go down here, clear these out, and then I'm going to go and clear the ones on the way to the site we want to build at, basically. I'll check out that little cluster over there on the way back. I think they're just hanging around. Final pile of biters on this side. And am I short of construction drones? Have they all flown off? I don't see any following me. No. Okay, get out of here. Oh, getting a bit too close. Get out of it. Alright, so I think that's... Am I short of construct... No, they're still there. Am I short of repair packs? Probably. Yeah. So I'm just going to zoom back to base. I'm a bit low on ammunition as well. We've cleared out most of the close ones. We'll go check out that phalanx up there. So most of the close ones are cleared out, and that means that we can concentrate on the ones on the way out to the sites we plan, the outpost sites. So we've made it home with not much ammo to spare, but that's okay. Come on. Let's get out of the old tank, pick it up, and the drones will soon start flying and topping us up. Now what I want to do is look at where we put our trains, and My temptation is to put the trains up here. First of all, because it's above the production lines, it's above the fuel lines, and that's basically it. That's the reason. So I'm going to have a little look around. I do... see, it's not much better. I like to get a good feel for the size. So we could go with trains in here. Okay, I've decided where things are going to go and how it's going to look. So we're going to drop one station basically here. And I don't think we'll have quite the resources we need to drop everything down. We're kind of a little bit short on road belt due to the overall resource shortage, but we'll get there. And what I will do is not that one, and then the next thing I want is this one here to go something like that. So all of our what is it going to be, like iron probably, is going to come zooming off of this belt, this train, and then load up in this area here. I need to make sure I've got enough steel chests. That's one thing we're a bit short on. So now it's just a matter of waiting for these guys to do their job, which is the part of the thing that always takes a little while. And I'm going to give them a bit of power hooked up, but I'm not going to worry about making it too tidy just yet, because I know that that will come. So it's just a matter of me... Where's a drone? So I can't even see. So I've just got to wait for these drones to lay themselves out. Everything's laid out except for the green grabbers, which I actually need a bunch more. So yeah, just make sure I've got 100 of those. There are some being made. I haven't set up the automatic drone feeding of the green. Come on, guys. What are you doing? I can just pick that up. Okay, there we go. I haven't set up the green feeders for red chips so that I get lots of red chips, but... Okay, that's plenty. But I have manually dropped a bunch of red chips in. Okay, so that is like our first station. So I can call that like base iron. Base iron. Do I want to make it a bit more purpley blackish or something? Like the iron? Maybe I'll just make it a bit blue and a bit of... I don't know. That seems fine. That's kind of greyish and bluish. So that's going to be where the trains go. And what I really need to do is to set up a few of these. Now the question is, like, how generous do I want to be with space? And I don't know how generous I want to be. Like, I could... See, that's that side. You know, I could... No, that's not really enough room. I'm thinking I could sort of stagger them slightly. That would be a bit too close to the station and stuff below. This would work, however, I would have to run everything underground, which would be a pain. So I'm actually inclined to do something like this, which might be where copper comes in. And I think that amount of room will be fine. And I can just take stuff underground and then mate it up the other side. Yes, I think that will be okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's going to be like that. And then I'm going to just basically run trains. These are going to be massive networks. Like, we might want to have... So that can be an iron and a coal, or an iron and copper. And then I want to set up another one, perhaps slightly... Like, I'm going to have room here fairly promptly. And by the way, a lot of these have been lifted up, a lot of the extractors and miners, simply because the mod that I've got running to auto-deconstruct these is live. It auto-deconstructs them when we're out. But there's not that much left under there. So it is going to be a bit of a job to clear that out, and that's probably where I can fit more train tracks in eventually. So for now, what I want to do is set the kind of maximum lowishness that I could consider, and honestly it's going to be something like this, because I could possibly consider some kind of station over there for the fuel. But we'll see. I also have to consider where I'm going to rack up the parking for the trains, basically. No, take you back. No. Okay, so that's going to be like that. And the important thing to remember is, as well, is to drop your signals. Signals on the out. So you come over here, you come over here. That divides them up. Where could I go for more stationhood? So I'm quite happy with that. That's going to just pipe over. It's probably going to be coal. I could move all of this. I'm inclined to do so. And that just leaves me with that. What are you guys doing? You're just hovering around waiting for a free charge, and you're draining my battery like anything, like everything. So, you know what? Coal and iron is a good start. How far apart are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Track. So I think we'll figure it out from that. Can we fit this around? We actually can. That's actually kind of miraculous. I feel blessed for the first time in ages. So I can do that, and what I might put in around here is a leftward facing station for the oil. So that's going to be... needs to be fairly long. It's going to be plenty. It's absolutely going to be a ton there. So we can probably drop this just about anywhere. So this is going to be oil. And I just make this one black, base oil. And this one up here is going to be base coal. Base coal. And those are the most, and coal needs to be, I don't know, pitch black, say, and which means this one has to be slightly less pitch blackish than it looks. Yeah, whatever. Looks a little bit like iron. So this one then just dovetails in quite neatly. I think it has 1 or 2 more, and then bam. And then we stick in the signal. How far up is it? Miles away, so signal can just go where the other ones are. And this is going to be right-hand drive, in case you're wondering. So this is a right-hand drive system. I will have to make some fluid cars before so I'm going to just put the old train down here. Yay, we put a locomotive on a track and we got an achievement, like millions of hours already into the game. And then I'm going to worry about setting up various pumps and stuff. So just nice to see that laid out a little bit beforehand. Likewise, these guys here really need to do they'll need to do a ton of this to ship everything out, and we haven't even got to building the outposts yet. Are we not going to crash into anything? Beautiful. That's looking fine. You've got no coal, and we also will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pumps, and these guys connect like this. You can see they change to being able to pick up what is it? Is that really all the way? No, it's not quite. It's like there to there, there to there. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to move this all up one. That's okay. We can just move this. Can I just like turn you round? Yeah, I can. Awesome. So I can actually figure out where this is going to go. So you are going to go one further up, wherever you are. And station can go more track. Yeah, so we'll drop that down. Let's see if that works. Just want to make sure we've got enough room. That one, and then the engines, fluid engine. Oh, not quite, but that's okay. We can adjust those easily now. So this is where we're going to pump. Actually, we need them the other way around as well. This is where we're going to pump the fluids off the system. And they're going to help us, yeah, like that. They're going to help us keep all of our fluid stocks high. And 1, 2. And really the best way to do that is to go straight into barrels. Straight into these tanks. So, he might be in the way, but that's fine. We'll figure that part out later. Good, I'm pleased with that. That seems to be about the right size and shape. These are fine. So now it's a matter of making sure that... Just trying to think, if we had another station come in for copper, where would we put the station? We could put it down here and just run under the belt. So I've just got to make sure all of this is wide enough. And that was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And... Right, cool. So we'll make sure we've got enough for the copper. And we also want to make sure that we've got enough room for ourselves. Like, it's quite important that you give yourself your very own little train station. Engineer's station is how a few people have put it, and that way you can get yourself around the map without causing too much trouble with your own network. Up here, and engineer's station, where might I fit that in? I might just have to fit it somewhat over to the left, which makes everything a long walk, but that's okay. We're going to have more power armor soon. But I think for now that's probably enough, and what I need to do is to go away and record this, put this episode to disk, I guess, to bed, record whatever it is, put it down, whatever you want to call it, and then in the next episode we'll actually go about setting up the outpost and the train routes so that we can get this whole system working and catch up with all the resources and start doing research again, because we're definitely behind on that. Anyway, until next time, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Good night.